Hi everyone, Joe Conroy here, financial advisor, and today I want to talk about a topic that hits pretty close to home for me, and that's what's to do when your family is just getting started or growing in my case. So I've got one on the way, should be sometime this fall is when she'll make her appearance, but if you are expecting or you have a young family, a lot of people want to talk about what do I do to save for college, right? It's a big expense and many people focus on that when they are just getting started with their family. However, I want to first talk about something that I think is a little bit more important than college planning for a young family, and that's making sure that you have enough life insurance and that you have a will and advanced medical directives and all the proper estate planning. So I know, not that fun to talk about, but it is very, very important. I have seen the effects of not having proper life insurance for young families, and it can be devastating. So it's something that I feel very important and compelled to talk about. All you need to do is just check those boxes, make sure that you have a will and you have life insurance. If you get a term insurance policy and you are relatively healthy, it shouldn't be too expensive. It should be affordable. There's other types of life insurance. I'm not going to cover them today, but just make sure you have the proper amount of coverage. Make sure that you do have your wills and all the other estate documents in place. And then you can move on to the more fun topic, which is still a little painful at times, and that is how to pay for college. So how do we pay for college, right? You have a couple of different options. You have custodial accounts, you have 529 plans, and then you have your own savings and your general after-tax investment accounts. So first we're going to cover custodial accounts. Custodial accounts are an account that is opened in your child's name, and technically until they turn the age of majority, it is their money, and especially when they turn that age of majority, it is their money to keep. So once that money goes into the account, it can't come out again unless it's for qualified expenses, and it's pretty limiting. So here's where it really comes into play. Let's say your child turns 18 and tuition bills are coming due. They don't want to spend that money on tuition. They'd rather go buy a Corvette or go backpacking through Europe or something like that. Legally, they're allowed to do that, and that's their money. You can't force them to do anything with it other than what they want to do with it, legally speaking, right? So that might not be the option a lot of people make it out to be. So I try and tell people more about the 529 plan account. Most people have heard of this, maybe not super familiar with how it works. So the money goes in, it's after-tax dollars, it grows tax deferred and tax-free when the money comes out for qualified expenses. So one consideration when you're coming to figure out how much you're going to put into a 529 plan, don't try and fund the entire college experience with 529 money. It is going to be an eye-opening amount of money that you're going to have to put in on a monthly basis. It might be discouraging if you find out you need to put $1,000 a month and you just don't have that. So just put what you can afford into it. Like I said, it grows tax deferred, tax-free on the way out for qualified expenses, but it offers something the custodial account doesn't offer, and that is flexibility. What do I mean by that? It's flexible because if you have, say, multiple children, the first one gets a full ride, well, you can change the 529 plan account from child number 1 to child number 2. Child number 2 gets a full ride. You can actually take all that money back and you can use it to put an in-ground pool in. You can go on vacation. You can use that money for retirement planning. You can do whatever you want with that money. It's always your money, unlike the custodial account. Now, this third option, a lot of parents don't really consider this for whatever reason, and that is just saving money in a general investment account, whether you buy stocks, bonds, mutual funds. I don't really know that cash is great for long-term financial goals. It doesn't really keep up with inflation, but just buying investments in your own name and using that at some point for whatever you want. You can use that money for college. You can use it for a job loss. It's kind of that catch-all Swiss Army knife of financial accounts. So those are your three main college funding sources. Of course, there's other ones. Custodial account, 529 plan, and then your own general investment account. What's the right mix? That really depends on the individual. So if you're not quite sure what that would look like for you, find someone you feel comfortable with and help get some guidance on what the right mix is. And just know that whatever plan you set forth is adjustable. So if it makes sense today but not in the future, you can adjust, you can plan. Nothing set in stone. And I think that's really important when we're talking about financial planning topics, is just make sure that you've got flexibility. You can adjust as your circumstances change in the future. So that's the checklist. Make sure that you have estate planning. Consider the college savings options. And as always, if you like this video, you find information to be useful and valuable, please like and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate the support. Thank you.